You know why most of you don't want to be the Messiah? Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Okay. People have private and public personas, That's why a lot of people like or admire Kobe Bryant, because his private and public persona were very similar. He's just honest, like Donald Trump. Okay. His public and private persona are very similar, so people feel like they can trust him. Why? Because he's a big swiggity swaggity asshole, and he tells it like it is. No, I tell it like it is. He's an asshole who's a complete ass and shows you his ass and says, if you were a billionaire, you'd show everybody your ass every day to remain a billionaire, right? That's what assholes think. Telling it like it is like Kobe Bryant and Donald Trump, right? It's real hard being the Messiah, because you get to see the real Ruth Bader Ginsburg when she talks to you on her deathbed, because she's mad at you. It's Jesus. Okay, she's mad at Jesus. Look what you did to the Jewish people. You went and talked about being like Abraham in front of the Romans and got us all mass murdered in Germany, you irresponsible son of a bitch, Jesus. You parsons, you're just like Jesus. You're a rotten person. You get people killed. Because we stand up for the truth of Abraham instead of accept the genocide of the Republic. Fuck off, bitch. Bye. That's what it's like being like King David, right? You have to. I didn't get it till recently. Jesus, he had to give me Suzuki to, do this, do that. And then boom, and then finally Earl here, bow. And he did it back at my grandma's funeral. They're assholes. Who? Everybody. Jesus, that's not right. You're talking about my family. Is your family standing up for the Lord's Prayer with you? No. They have made a magic Jesus in their head that's better than you and going to beat you and send you to hell because you're the only one acting like Jesus, but you're trying to replace Jesus with your ego, which they did, right? Okay. The ego has to do that. It doesn't want to die. The ego does not want to be murdered. The ego is terrified of being murdered, okay? So the ego will take the perfect guy and turn him into a lying bastard and replace him with a lying bastard in their own head. Okay. I talked for like 2 seconds to the Ariano guy in El Paso doing the machismo thing, right? Watched the pretty girl talk about it for like 10 seconds and said, oh, fuck these people. I'll talk about it in the morning when I wake up and have trouble sleeping because of the chemical poisoning in the valley of the Rio Grande, right? Because I talked to the guy and I said, basically, he's like, well, somebody's got to do it. It's like, yeah, Nurse Ratchet, we get it. Okay, go lobotomize McMurphy and then have Chief smother him with a pillow. How much money did you get paid? Where'd you get your degree from? Okay, he didn't want to talk to me. Okay. I wasn't going to waste my time talking to the guy in prayer. You're not like Joseph Smith. Get out of here. No, Joseph Smith never claimed to be like Jesus. He just went and had a revelation and a vision. And it was a hallucination vision, so it was from his mind, okay? But it was a good revelation and a good vision, and it was corrupted by people that turned his vision and his desire to talk to Jesus to give him answers because Constantine's book was screwed up. And Joseph Smith said that when he talked to Jesus in prayer, and Jesus said, no, they've all screwed up. They've taken my church and turned them into war gods, my teachings, and turned them into a church of war gods and corrupted the church. And he was right. And then all the people that were corrupt killed Joseph Smith and then turned Joseph Smith into the same thing the Romans did with Jesus. The same thing. You see what I'm saying? The Jews categorically reject Jesus because if you are like Jesus, they kill Jesus. The Romans killed Jesus. So we're going to wait for a magic Messiah to come and save us from Jesus. So I was like, Jesus didn't do it. The Romans did it. And you asked the Romans to do it because we were afraid. We don't want to be killed. It would be better. It would have been, guys, if they had crucified all the children, okay, and all the women, and all the men in Judea, okay, Rome would have obliterated themselves right on the spot. They crucified even the women and children to teach them a lesson, to never believe in Abraham again and never turn Jehovah into God over Caesar. What you guys are doing right now, okay? And so, and around here, all these people just, yeah, I'll still get up for these people every day to help free the soul from the mind. Yeah, because I love people. They don't love you. They won't stand up for Lord's Prayer. They're tech jobs, paying their bills, spraying Roundup around your windows, rather than stand up for the Lord's Prayer with you and get abused with you. Yeah, I know that. I've known that. How long have I lived in Las Cruces? I'm 58 fucking years old, guy. Okay. Want to go give them electroshock therapy and drugs and then have TV commercials for marketing, murdering advertisers that are backed up by Fort Bliss and Los Alamos? Doot, doot. Doopy, 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 doop, doop. I'm going to dance all over your... dance your ass off. Check the technique. Okay. So, I ain't like, And, when you look at this stuff, it just reminds you of... they're still doing the same thing that John Calvin did to Ptolemy. When Ptolemy said everybody should be able to read the Bible and understand the Gospels for themselves. And John Calvin said, you can't do that. If they teach it wrong, they send their children to hell. You mean that 5-inch basketball court in your head? Yes, 5-inch basketball court in your head. Will you play at the game to win the gold medal or the money over the other idiot doing it? It's just a winter activity to keep the kids healthy so they don't catch pneumonia in Massachusetts. Do, 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 do. Think I'm going back to Massachusetts. Okay. So it's going to be very important in the future, if you watch any of the propaganda cartoons, to be able to explain them logically. Is this still very entertaining? After a while, it won't be that entertaining to watch Scooby-Doo, because you're like, the money's not real, and they're doing, okay. It won't be able to entertaining to watch, like me, John Wick movies bore the shit out of me. Matrix movies bore the hell out of me. Even the Lord of the Rings bores the hell out of me now. Well, because I know it's just a bunch of British aristocrats trying to figure out Constantine's riddles. It's like, there is no riddle, forgive debt and trespasses. Okay, Pope's an idiot. Yes, we know. But so was, King Henry, the Episcopal Church. He invented his own church so he could do whatever he wanted in the name of Jesus. Hey, look, it's King James. Okay, hey, go sodomize Chamberlain. Okay, he won't let you? Oh, but you're the all-powerful king. Chamberlain won't let you sodomize him? Well, it's okay. His great-great-great-great-grandson Richard will. Yeah, okay. Anjinson. Oh, wakarimasu. Aye. Yeah, he was homosexual. It made Mom so mad. She watched the Thornburgs and she liked Shogun. She had this big crush on Richard Chamberlain. It's like, Mom, he's gay. It's such a waste. So was Rock Hudson. It's such a waste. I said, no, it just means that, like Errol Flynn. Yeah, it just means Johnny K has a really hot boyfriend. Jim Nabors has a really hot boyfriend, right? Who was dating Richard Chamberlain. I don't know. But whoever it was, he had a really hot boyfriend, right? Okay. Don't sodomize each other. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're sodomizing each other, you're using sex to kill each other because you're not brave enough to stand up for the Lord's Prayer for Earl. It doesn't matter how much your kids enjoy watching you dive off of boards for propaganda, drug-killing, murdering artiste on TV. Right? Like in Russia and Ukraine right now. You have inbred people that were raped by the Cossacks for thousands of years that have a self-loathing. And so they won't share grain with the Cossacks because you raped my grandmother, just like the Scots and the Irish with the British, right? Same inbred, Hidalgo, Jimmy Smits playing Pancho Villa, or what's the other guys, the cute guy, Antonio Banderas, the Puss in Boots playing Pancho Villa. Yes, okay. They didn't need to remake that movie. The one with Yul Brynner was the best, man. And no one plays the badass Mexicano guy who's his lieutenant better than Charlie Bronson, man. It's the best Pancho Villa movie ever made. You actually feel like, oh my gosh. Because they put so much, we got to do right by the story. It means a lot to these people in this area. Okay. And they made it as true to life as they could. They made him a flawed character, but it was very strong. They did a really good job with it. It's way better than the Jimmy Smits pretending to be him, or the, what's the other guy's name? Antonio Puss in Boots. Yeah. Yul Brynner does a better job. Don't smoke. Right? Okay. It's a good movie. It's called Via Rides. Yeah, with Robert Mitchum. It's a good movie. It's good, because it's like, okay. But we already did it, and now it's like, we don't need to pretend to be something we're not for money anymore. So you're not a doctor. You're just a person who understands how to do things like Elijah and Jeremiah. Yeah. So you share, care, give, and of course need built to last. Yeah. Today's nutritionist is tomorrow's physician. Yeah. Park the cars, bars, and wars, and people won't need your assistance at the hospital putting bodies back together to go be slaves for corporations. Doodly 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 dee. Okay, guys, assholes. I'm gonna load this one. Okay. You show me that ass, I'm gonna kick it. I'm the Messiah, for crying out loud. And no, it's not Kelly Jack Green, and Kelly's Jack Green, and I don't care. Ain't gonna be a better man than Earl and Patrick. Okay? He can be as good of a man if he sits there and says, I'm sorry, Natalie, I was a putz, and the man who raised you and his son are way better men than me, and I want to be like them because I don't want to be a fucking dope-smoking putz who wants to be the 6'5", 285-pound Snoop Dogg of Apache Junction anymore. Yeah. And you should have just got a criminal life, stole them diapers, and then ended up being famous. And well, Amy wasn't a police officer, was she? Okay, but I always used to watch Raising Arizona and laugh, and I go, this is so you and Kelly Jack Green from AJ. I loved that movie. I was like, only you didn't kidnap, you had a Natalie. Okay, guys, I love you very much. Okay, hang in there. All right, peace.